Hey guys, it's Clint, the not-so-quiet quilter, and my lovely wife, Chelle.
Hi guys.
She's behind me. We're only making two fall covers, but I really don't want to stop making covers. And I got to thinking I want to do I love the fall. That's one of my, fall and winter are my favorites, so I talked Chelle, let me just do some covers, and if she doesn't want to do them, make books, we'll just sell them. But I also thought to myself, I've been using sticky crap so much lately that it might be a good idea to not use it. But then I told myself, well, that's just stupid, because that's what I'm known for, is the sticky crap. But I have something new to show you guys.
You guys, what I put up with.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. I have something new. I had a new idea come to me this morning, actually, because the cats I had one cat in my rocker. There was no places on the couch because Chelle was sitting there, plus the cats were there. And I was... saw these fall ribbons that Chelle used, and I thought about sticky crap, and I had this idea, what if I put sticky crap on the ribbon? Doesn't that sound awesome, guys?
Woohoo!
But then there was an issue with that thinking, is that well, I was thinking, when you pull off the non-sticky crap backing stuff, it wouldn't go around the leaves, so I would have to trim around the leaves. So I thought, well, I don't want to do that because I'm just lazy. And then I had this idea, what if I was to iron sticky crap on this with paper under it, cardstock, like so.
Good idea, Clint.
I think it's a dang good idea. So then I also got to thinking, well, you know how much I hate that, that bonding crap, whatever that one was.
Oh yeah, that one.
Bond and heat and bond. I just don't like that. And I knew it wouldn't work because the glue is thicker. The adhesive that you iron on is thicker. So I know that wouldn't work. But then I remembered I have my Wonder Under. And this is all I have left. My lovely wife did buy me some because she probably got tired of hearing me complain about that crap.
Yep.
But this is thinner, guys. Yeah, and it does actually... I find it sticks better than that heat and bond. That's just my opinion. Don't yell at me because that won't do no good. And I have used this, and I have noticed that it doesn't. It will tear a little bit easier. And I thought, that might just work. So I thought, well, I've already picked out the fabrics, and I'll show them to you a little later. But I thought, you know what, I ought to do this. So I'm going to, I don't even know how long, how much, this is all I have got. She said this stuff is supposed to be here today. Let's see, I've got almost 14 inches of it. My cover is 9.5 by 9.5. So I think if I was to do 14 inches, I think it might work. So let me do that. The only bad thing is your cardstock is only 11.5 inches, but that still would give me enough. So let me do that. Good morning. Just to know, it is super bad today. If I wince, I apologize. I've been wincing all morning, and poor Chelle's been scared. I felt it's very startling. It's extremely harsh, is the only way I can put it. And yeah, when so it's been really super bad today, and I've been wincing really loud and, not screaming, but kind of being loud about it, and not for sympathy or anything. So it's just bad. So I probably will, the more I move, reach for things, the more it's going to move. So I don't want to use get my good fabric scissors for it. But just as a warning, I have 66 or 67 ink blender blanks that are done. That's one reason why I feel like crap today. Because I've made ink blender blanks for 3 days in a row. Right? Yeah, 3 days. Pretty much 3 days in a row. And I'm going to...
Well, didn't you take a day off?
I might have took a day off. Probably, I did actually come think about it. I can't remember. It's been...
I think you still worked that day.
Yeah, I think I did a few, I think. Yeah, I did. I did a few that one day. So I am going to go out later on. It's really cold here right now. Sorry, it's really cold here right now.
50 right now.
Oh, it's 50. It was like just, I think it was 40 just a few minutes ago. So I am going to go out. I'm going to try. I ran out of what we've been having to do is our branches that we've been getting. They're thicker than what I need. So that's what I do with the blanks is I have to cut those down to make them thinner. On the lathe with the router, but I also have to cut them down thinner in order to make them fit on in my chuck. So I have to put them on the table saw. My lovely wife did that for me, and I used all the ones she made. So so I went ahead and when I got done doing them, I went ahead and did a couple more. I on the table saw, and I think I did like 5 or something like that. So I am planning on going ahead and making those 5 into blanks, and then after that I'll bring the lathe in and get it sanded. I'm just trying to moderate it, but I really was hoping to get a few more done before I brought it in. Our weather is supposed to change. I don't know necessarily how much it's going to change. We'll have to see. I'm looking forward to it, but if it gets too cold, then I want to be able to sand when it's cold, not be out there freezing my tickets off. So I have these orange, and I am going to do a couple of these browns. I know you're probably thinking, oh, I want to see the fabric he's using. Well, that's just tough luck. Or you're SOL because I ain't shown it to you yet, so you'll just have to wait for that surprise. But I thought, I did put the brown against it, and it kind of blends in, but it also stands out. And I thought it was really pretty. So let's just do a couple of those. I did see, not those, where did I put it? I did see the other thing, but I wasn't too thrilled with the color of it. I thought it would be fun and bright, cheerful, this right here, but it wouldn't be bright and cheerful, so I chose not to do it. I thought, I could take either Color Burst or Distress Inks or whatever sprays and spray it, but with it being that brown, I just don't see how it would turn out good. So I decided against this one. I may use it. I don't know. You just never know. Also, with these ribbons, or whatever you call them, I don't know what they're called, they twist. And that was another concern I did have. So, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. So, one thing I'm thinking is, what if I, let me see here. I really need that's not it. Let me take a little bit of this stuff here. If I can get it to stick down just on one piece of it, maybe then I could straighten it out. And I mean, it's pretty. Here, let me, there you guys go. But it's got veins in it on one side and not on the other. But, I mean, it's pretty no matter what, so, but I want it to lay flat too. So I'm thinking if I can just do that and maybe put it right here and just put that there for just a second. And I don't think my iron's going to be hot enough. We'll see. See what happens. Okay. I think that works, guys. Maybe that's going to be the key to it. So what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and just keep going a little at a time first. And then what we'll do is when it comes time for the, to iron this on the paper, I should have enough. Just want to be careful and not, get the sticky crap on your iron, because we all know how Daddy hates that.
Yep.
And I got a little tiny bit from that little bit right there, but that's okay. Did pull off a little bit, like I said. That's okay, because I'm planning on pulling it off anyway, so. I do think it does make a difference having the right, side showing. I mean, like I said, yeah, it is still pretty, but I think the back side, I think it's nice to have that the definition of the I think this might just actually work really good, guys, because it is wanting to stick to the paper, and this is baker's paper, so if it's wanting to stick to that baker's paper, we should be okay. So I actually might have Chelle maybe grab me a bigger piece of this. Because I'm going to have a piece to cover what I've already done from the iron, because I can't just iron a little piece at a time once I have one row done. So I bet my lovely wife would do that for me.
What do you need?
A whole sheet of baker's paper.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I got it.
Thank you, honey. I just think that, I mean, I can only do one row, and after that, I can't. I'll have to keep. So, and it's not stuck totally down. I'm okay with that because, you know, right now we just want it to be tacked down enough that I can iron it and it won't fold, won't twist, you know. So. Yeah, I think it is actually going to work with my idea. So, got one done. So, Chelle's hand's doing good. It is hurting, but she's been able to use it. You know, I got it bandaged up, but they're not really the best
Oh, my hand?
hand, yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you, baby.
Love you too, sweetie. I thought I used all the gauze on the mummy, but I found a piece on brand new packet on my table, so I am going to put a gauze on it and bandage it up for her, so it's not so,
I'm fine.
probably can even with those leaves, I might be able to do it. Yeah, no, you probably don't want enough room for it to rip, so let me put it, I just don't want, I'll do it right there, I guess. I'll just do it right there. Yeah, I just don't want it, hurt it, you know. It's too easy to, I felt so bad. I told her to pop the blisters. I always pop my blisters, but apparently you're not really supposed to do that. But, you know, she'll take care of it, and she'll use our plantain on it, and that will heal it up really well. So she'll be okay, even though I led her astray.
Yeah, it's no biggie. It's all good.
It's all good, yeah.
After the first 15 minutes, it was nothing.
Yeah, I bet it was probably 10 or 15 minutes. I tried to make her laugh, because a lot of times when she does things, I make her laugh, and it kind of helps her deal with the pain a little bit. But she was in so much pain, it didn't do nothing. So
Couldn't even think about
yeah,
it.
she couldn't even think. It was just that bad. Yeah, these are really twisted. So,
Well,
but
we are looking for a new glue gun.
yeah, I did. We both looked at a new glue gun for her, and we found one that looks like it might be a good one. So we'll probably try to get her one of those. She had me look at them, and I'll have to look a little bit, read on them. I just kind of want her to have a good one too. I don't want it to be a piece of junk, but
I don't want a hot one.
I also don't want her to have another hot one, and because I'm gonna tell you guys, I hate to say this, but my wife is a little bit of a klutz.
I am.
And that's the truth. She knows she is. And Bubba's the same way, too. Isn't Sis a klutz? Sis is all three of them are klutzes. Yeah,
we all are.
so,
And we're proud of it.
yeah, you might as well celebrate your klutziness. Some of them, the details of the ribbon are not pronounced as much. It doesn't seem like. So, and I got the orange one touching it, so I want to make sure I didn't iron that one too, the brown one. So, oh, it's actually needs to be set. Yeah, no, that has to be the right one. That one doesn't have any definition on it at all. I don't want them to go way up there. So, trying to use my Wonder Under sparingly. I was wondering if they got Wonder Under from Supergirl's underwear. Wonder Under? Wonder Woman, not Superwoman. Wonder Woman.
I don't really know what you're saying.
No, who was it that was thinking of underwear? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah.
I thought it
I
was.
can't remember, but then I wrote
What's Wonder Under? What's this Wonder Under Clint's talking about? And then we had so I'm excited. I can't wait to get my new Wonder Under. This is old. I don't know how old this is, but it is.
got it in the art stuff.
Yeah. Oh, boy, look at that red, guys. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I mean, this is gonna be, I'm really excited about this. Well, and I've been wanting to use it in other ways, you know, not just for the covers. That's why, you know, when I thought about it this morning, I thought, you know, I want to use it for other stuff too, and that way, because I want you guys to see, oh, look, all the different uses for Wonder Under or Heat and Bond or whatever you guys prefer, you know, and that's kind of the whole reason I was wanting to do this. When I saw it, I thought, well, this would give you everyone a more broader view of what you can use it. You know, I've shown you guys how to use it on paper and other stuff, so you know, I think it's going to be an awesome. It's just got so many uses for different things that I'm kind of excited about, and that's kind of what I'm known for is the sticky crap. So I'm thinking it's going to be very beneficial to our craft. Trying not to. So I wrote down a story. I can't remember what it was, but I wrote it down. So.
Oh, the pig chase.
Oh, I think we've told you this, but our garden is fenced in. And it's not a very high fence. The deer can get in it, you know, but I think what happened is I was washing clothes or something. But I walked into the porch, which faces our garden, and there is three pigs in our garden. And, you know, there was a big one and then two small ones. I figured it was a mama and her piglets, you know. I mean, they weren't like tiny. You could tell they were somewhat grown up, you know. And I hollered, Chelle, you got to see this. Who would have thought we'd have pigs in our garden, you know? And it turns out I was chasing pigs. One of them, I think one ran, left the other two. It turns out all three of them were potbelly pigs, but why that one was so big, I don't know, but it was huge. And my friend, our friend, the sheriff, he was here, and we were trying to catch these dumb pigs. So me and Don were running all over the yard chasing them stupid pigs. And we finally got them. Got one, I think we got two of them. We got one cornered, and I from watching TV or what, reading Farmer and Ranch, I don't know, but I know if a pig gets loose, you run in there and swamp people with their hogs, the wild boar hogs. You grab them by their back legs and they can't go anywhere. They kick and everything. And so that's what I did. I ran in there and I grabbed that thing as fast as I could by its hind legs, and Don was just laughing. He just was so shocked I did that. And it did. It was perfect. I just ran in there and grabbed its legs and I got it tied up good. And I didn't tie it up, but we put it where it wouldn't be able to run away. So, but yeah, it was quite the experience. I'm not a big pig person. I don't like pigs that well. Wouldn't want to raise any, I guess I should say. I did a locate years ago when Dad was here. And it was one of our friends' ex-son-in-law, and I guess his family had a hog, raised pigs. And oh my God, the stench was just unbelievable. And I thought to myself, there is no way on God's green earth I'm ever going to raise a pig. And Chelle's the same way, because, they stunk so bad. So, well, guys, I've got some more ironing to do. Because I got a really neat cover planned for you. So I am going to pause the video, and I'm going to continue ironing all these on there. And then I'll be back shortly, and we'll move on to, we'll iron it to the paper, see if it's if it's a success or not. So I'll be back. Sorry, of course I cough right when I start. This is a scrap piece of cardstock Chelle had. She said she's getting low on it, and she had printed this, and she said go ahead and use it. So definitely don't want the dyed side. So this is going to be the craft shoot part. So we're going to see. I told Chelle I probably should have just done one to try it, but I'm thinking, what fun's that? You only live once. I mean, come on. You might as well just go for it. I did think, though, that it probably would be a good idea to let it cool after I iron it. So what it is I've got my fusible web. It's, of course, up. Got these all ironed down really well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the baker's paper on my cardstock. Probably just turn it up a little bit. I think you really want it to heat it up really good and then let it cool. That way the glue has a chance to really set. And I think that's going to work. I mean, it's even sticking to the baker's paper, which not very much. She said, why don't you use that? But it isn't sticking enough to that baker's paper that I don't think it would rip off enough of the glue. So, and this glue, like I said, it's thinner than the other stuff. And I think it's going to work a little bit better. I got a little glue on my iron, but it's not horrible. So, whew, hot, hot, hot. So I'm excited that this is just to see how this works. Didn't have to work today. I haven't really had to work much this week. Thank God. I really didn't want to with having to make the blanks. I was really not wanting to have to work. I was kind of wanting to get that done. So I'm gonna, like I said, when I'm done here, I'm gonna go out and do a few more of them and
Then bring it in.
then bring it in. Sorry, I've got my mind is my mind always has stuff going through it. That's, they say, oh, keep your mind off the pain. I'm always forgetting to take my dumb pain pills and stuff. Well, the reason it's not because I don't hurt it as much as I did when I'm not working or not doing something. The problem is with my mind, it's always going to the next thing. So yeah, I'd be thinking about pain, but I'm also thinking, oh, I got this job to do. I'll take a pill when I get to the car. Well, I'm still hurting just as much, but I jump in the car. I don't think. I just haul butt and then go to the next thing or work on the next thing. So today I made sure and I've taken the pills I needed to. I have used this stuff. Well, no, what is it? Heat and Bond. I'm using it for the cover. Because I don't have any more of my Wonder Under. I would be using it. This one we debated on what to do because when I was cutting it, the fabric, I kind of screwed up and I measured wrong. So, I needed more than what I had cut, and it's a limited fabric. We'd hardly have any of it left, so I had to really. So I came up with a new plan on the cover. So I'm going to go ahead and iron. The front cover will be a flip and fold. Sew and flip. Sew, flip, iron. Sew, flip, iron. The inside is the front cover is going to be bordered. So I'm really excited about. I was wondering what quilt pattern, block pattern I should use for you guys, because that's what I do is I try to either make a block pattern or it's a lace cover, something like that, and I didn't really think about it because this is kind of just a fly by the seat of your pants morning when it came to doing these, so I didn't even have, so I'm trying to think what to do. I thought, well, I could just iron a piece of fabric on the cover, but that's not me. I don't want to do that. And I thought, well, I will border it is what I'm going to do. So the border, or the front cover will be bordered. The inside cover will be one piece. The border and the inside are the same fabric. And since I screwed up on the first part of the deal, I had to improvise, and we talked about doing a binding, and I like bindings, but in a way I don't like bindings. Sometimes they get hard for me to do. Chelle does them sometimes, but with her fingers the way they are, she wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm gonna do the front cover differently this time. I think it's gonna turn out. I think I may have done this once before and not 100% sure. We'll have to. If I did, it had to be a long time ago because I sure don't remember. Okay, so let's see what to do. Okay, guys. Oh, here it goes. Well, now I don't know. And I don't understand. Well, it didn't work, did it, guys? Oh, well, wait, let's see here. This is the part, really. I don't know why. Oh, it still did it. Oh, well.
You're still going to have to clean it up.
Well, I don't know. You know, I have a piece of fabric here. Dang it, guys, it was a craft shoot, whatever you call it. Dang. I have a piece of this. Let me just see. I know. I just don't think it's gonna work. It might look okay. I don't know. You know, I won't know until I do it, actually, so.
Well, if you put it on top of that fabric, it kind of makes it.
Well, on a what?
What?
What'd you say? Makes a mess?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's...
have an overhang and all that.
Well, and I'm wondering how that would look, because remember we've done that with fabric before, and it actually melted into the fabric to where you don't see it. But, I mean, this one doesn't even have any on it right there. So, at least it doesn't feel like it does. It might, I mean, but it's only one way to find out. If this doesn't work, I'll have to do something else. I mean, this really isn't necessarily that big of a deal, because, truthfully, I mean, this is embellishing is all it really was. It's not going to be like this major thing on the cover, so I don't... Oh, yeah, no, that won't look good, guys. See? You can't. There you can. So, well, you know, that's alright. I'll just chuck it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So, that's fine and dandy. So, the fabric...
You use hot glue.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, so I need my map because I tried to iron and not necessarily cut the fabric before I started, but I did iron all the fabric. So that way I'd be ahead when it come time to doing the video. So sorry about wasting your first few minutes there, but you don't know until you do it. So like I said, the cover here is one of the fabrics. I'm not a big, kind of bent a little bit, so let me, and yeah, I cut it too short to do what I wish I wanted to do to begin with, so that's alright, because so this square, I'm going to do a 7-inch square on it, and it is, right now it's 8.5, it's 8 inches square, so I kind of, like I said, I kind of screwed up on my measuring. So let me measure it, or not measure it, let me square it, see where my ruler is. So I hope everyone, I apologize, is having a good day. I know this isn't, I think will be tomorrow's video, I'm not 100% sure. So for Saturday, I don't know. I think I have to work Monday in Durango. We'll have to see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like I said, I'm going to do a 7-inch square. Yeah, I'm not going to give up on these ribbons, just so you know, guys. I'll just find a different way to do it. I actually have that color in thread now, so I might try to find a way to sew it to do the embellishing. Was really excited to do that embellishment. So I won't know until I...
Get further along.
Well, that, yeah. I just want to make sure I got it right. Some days I tell you, my measuring is, yeah, a little wrong sometimes. So, like I said, I've squared 2 sides of it up. So when I saw it, we actually had a different fabric in mind for this. You know, we have all our fabric in a Rubbermaid that we brought in to work on our fall journals, the fall fabric. So I saw another one, and we've used it before, and it really was pretty with those ribbons against it. But we've used that fabric quite a bit, and I was kind of looking forward to something else. 6, 7, of course, would be 8. So I'm kind of, I saw this one and I thought, oh, that's perfect. And when you put the ribbons on it, it really does just, hold on, it moved on me, and I don't want it to be cockeyed square. I'm just not, wouldn't be very happy on that somehow. And this is the mat that moves. I was thinking I should go spray it this morning before I started the video, but I was trying to rest and not really do too much. But when I'm out, I will do it. So yeah, see here, you can even see the, look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? And even the red. I don't have any red anymore because I used all the red in my craft shoot. So, but done in that, it's amazing. I mean, I didn't know how it was. Even the brown, was the brown. I was kind of shocked with it being so. But if you look at it, it's really shimmery, and actually, it is extremely close to the gold in the edges of the flowers, leaves. So, okay, and then I need 3-inch squares, and I did kind of screw up here too, but you know, it is what it is. What we decided to do, since I screwed up, is these are the borders, so I am going to straighten the edge up on this. Let me see if I can do it. And this is going to be a flip and fold anyway, so actually, probably, let's see how long this is. I don't think it's, oh, it's almost 12.5 inches, so we know it's a 9.5 inch square, so let me take my rotary cutter. You know that I'm not too particular on dead center, just as long as I have enough. So let me cut this off, and I'll have to use my X my cover out so I know exactly where the corners are going to be, because I really do want to do my best to make sure it's in the corners and not off to one side. I want to make sure it's centered all 4 ways. So I'm just going to straighten this one piece out. I think it's almost 3 inches, so actually I probably, yeah, probably actually, yeah, I'm just gonna cut it one side, straighten one side, and that's it. I'll show you. Okay, there won't be enough overhang, and I do know that, so, but the way I got it figured out now, is this the one I just did? Yeah. Where'd the one piece I just had? I must have dropped it. There's this piece. This is it right here. So I'm going to do 3.5, or 3 inches, sorry. That'll be pretty close to, that's fairly not straight. So if I do that, I'll have a little bit. That's too much of a, not going to be perfectly straight, but also I don't have to worry about that. And then to this side, Okay, that I know it's not going to be exactly what I need. But that's alright because I can. Okay, so I've got these two cut. So let me find. Okay. So is the other piece. Let's see, is it? I can almost do it. I might just do that. Because I need probably, what is this? So that's, so if it's 9.5, 9.5, that would be 19 inches. So it's not long enough. So I'm going to have to do something different. So, just figure out what to do here. I'll add another piece. Careful, I don't want to cut my table here. Someone got glue on my table, but I think it's when she was screaming after she burned her hand and it fell on the table.
Yeah, that's my story.
So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So, okay, let me see here. This is definitely too narrow. So evidently I really do need it. I thought I had one more piece that would be long enough. But I did cut these freehand. I did not cut them with my rotary cutter. Probably should have. I know, probably wouldn't have been so. But that's okay, you know. So, actually, I ripped them, some of them. Okay. Not going to worry too much about ironing it. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't really need all that. I only need about 9.5 inches, so. I'll just cut it there. It's a little long, but I'm not worried about that. So, okay, guys. Yeah, I probably should iron it, but I don't have any. So, let me iron it on the table real quick. My side table, and that way I don't have the mat right now, so at least get out a little bit of the stuff. Good enough. Okay. So let's take my cover. Okay. Seems like this heat and bond, it is, there it goes. Okay. It actually does pretty good ripping it off. Sometimes you'll get it to tear, but there we go. And you can also use this when you're ironing because it's non-stick where the heat and bond was. So I need this. Let's show you guys how I think I have my. Oh, I really need to do something with my quilter's box because I've got stuff everywhere in here, all my thread, and I really don't need all that in my quilting box. So that's, if I remember right, this is, I might try this. This is the one I used earlier, and it did look really good. So now we need to go ahead and take your cover. You want to make sure and line it up in the corners and make an X. You okay, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. This did work really good the last time I used it, so I think Chelle got it for me.
What was it?
That box of pins. Heat pins.
I think you got it from
No, I only bought you one. These are newer. That or I bought them for myself. Might have just done that too, actually. Not worried about the other side because okay, good enough. There we go, guys. So now we take our 9.5 inch or 7-inch square, and we want to do our best. Oh, I got plenty of fabric. We were trying to measure it, and for some reason, yeah, that is. There we go. Wow, that turned out really nice. Look at that. Perfect, guys. And I didn't need that wide of fabric anyway, so we would be all right if I wanted to do it the other way. But I've already kind of got my sat on that. I'm not going to worry about it. So I need to iron this down really well. Want it coming up. There we go. There we go. You have to be really careful because that's dang stuff will stick on it. What do you think?
Oh, that looks so nice.
What do you think, guys? So now I really don't need, I only need 2 of them to be 7. They don't have to be 9.5, they only have to be 7. So, because they will be the 2 that first don't flip. So we know I'm lined up. I put my cap on my pen. I don't want it to get right out. And then let's go ahead. You know, my sides are straight, but the actual edge of the edge isn't. You know, and maybe I'm just being too picky. I don't think it really matters because you're still going to sew it with a 1/4 inch seam, so more likely it won't matter. But why take the risk?
You tell.
So I know it was a 7-inch, and I know I'm on that mark, so that's 8-inch right here. I don't know why I never lined it on the very edge. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just fairly straight. So I'm going to take my glue. I don't really need this much, but I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess so I'm not worried about it. So let's use my glue real quick. My basting glue. What's that? Oh, my basting glue is the bee's knees. I tell you, I wish someone, I'd tell Chelle she needs to write Roxanne and say, hey, you know, I might want to think about sponsoring our channel. My husband uses your glue for almost every single thing he does. What do you think, guys? Isn't that a good idea? I think it's a good idea, but that's just me. Okay, I need another piece here. So now that I know I've got plenty of what I was doing, I'm not too concerned now. That's actually pretty dang straight, so I'm not even going to straighten that edge out. I'm just going to put it there. Like I said, as long as it's close, I'm okay. And like you guys always say, it's a junk journal, but I don't like it. I like to be a little bit more precise. Like I said, I'm a quilter, and yes, I'm a junk journaler. I say it. There you go, Gwendolyn. I've said it over and over and over. But I am a quilter first, and that means I want it to be as precise as I possibly can get it. I just feel better when I do that. So, you know, I like these, the glue, the tips, it has the rubbery tip on it. But sometimes your nozzle will actually take a piece of that rubber and stick it inside, and then you have to really squeeze it to get it out.
Really?
Yeah. But that's just the way it is. It's nice having a table that, you know, kind of. I mean, I don't mind, but it is nice.
A heater should be done.
Yeah, supposed to be this week. We're supposed to
Wednesday,
Wednesday, so it won't be long, and we'll have our heater back. Okay, guys, this is the one I done first. So I'm going to sew with a 1/4 inch seam. But I also, you guys know I'm not the straightest sewer. That's one reason why I use a seam guide. But with this, what I've started doing is I come in and take my ruler and I do about a 1/4 inch, take my heat pencil, and that way I can get my 1/4 inch seam, which that does look a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, but that's alright. As long as it doesn't make that, it sure does though, for some reason. Huh. Oh, we'll try it, but I don't know. That to me, well, that didn't work, did it? Oh, oops. Ah, dang it. I was afraid that was going to happen. I gotta be careful with, since it's still wet. So what I'm going to do, guys, is decide I'm going to go ahead and, now that I know I did have enough fabric to fold over, but I've already got my idea for the other thing, so that's what I'm going to do. See what I mean about losing my brain? Where's my dumb pin cap? I know the end of the pin has a place for your cap, but oh my god, I'm like working in a 2-foot section. How the heck could I lose a stupid cap? Seriously, I mean, come on. I didn't hear anything hit the ground.
I didn't either.
So I doubt it's on the ground somewhere.
Listen.
Well,
Sometimes you never know.
and her hearing a lot better than mine, she would hear it over me. But I can usually hear it when I drop something. That's the dumbest thing. See what I mean, guys?
It's just an age thing.
Oh, age thing. Yeah, I guess it could be an age thing. That's what we're going to call it, at least. Okay, let me take my top off my sewing machine, guys. Quick. Interesting. Oh, gotta be careful. I don't want to accidentally take my thread out of my needle. It can be a pain in the... Uh-oh, that ain't gonna work.
Pain in the... Oh.
Yeah, pain in the... Woo-hoo. There we go. For some reason, it looked like it was almost tied in a knot. There we go. Okay, it's fine now. And I don't need my seam guide, so I can take that off because I'm not sewing using the seam. Chelle found I have a really long magnet that I always keep on my sewing machine for my feet. That way I don't lose them, or I should say that way the cat doesn't come in and steal them. So we were talking, you know, I was going to say, I was so surprised today, well, this week actually. You know, to be honest, guys, I don't get very many views on my videos. And so, you know, my feeling is my followers, my YouTube family that actually watch my videos, I love that, and they're so loyal. Thank you guys so much. I actually have had over 400 views on my stupid sewing video where I just was gluing and sewing, so I was a little shocked about that one. I figured, truthfully, that one probably wouldn't amount to very many views, and I only had one thumbs down. I was really shocked, you know, because especially the way I am about thumbs down, you think people would just give me thumbs down just to do it, you know. But I was so surprised that I have had that many views. That just really shocked me. So that means a lot, guys, just so you know. Oh, there's my scissors. Man, where's that gum cap?
You'll find it.
Oh, I know.
Well, there's no cats running around.
I know it. That's what doesn't make sense. Oh, some days. So what do you think, guys? Isn't that absolutely beautiful, hon? Oh, she's counting.
Yeah, that is so pretty.
That was such... The second I saw it, guys, I instantly said, yeah, that's the fabric I want for the border. So, I knew it. From the second I saw it, that was the one and I've actually liked this fabric, too. I think it's such a neat looking fabric. I love the color of it. It's a red, but it's a different shade of red. I really like it. And I love the design in the fabric itself. So, sorry, I don't mean to hit the tripod, but with having that handle, it's kind of inevitable that I do that. So I need to iron. I might, let me show you I know most of you know my flip and fold, but let me just show it one time. You guys see that. Then that way I can pause the video because I really want to finish this in one video. Because it's starting to warm up now and I can go outside. But
Run to the post office.
Run to the post office. It's almost 11 o'clock. Crap. Boy, I've been, So, this, I just call it a sew and flip. I don't know why I say flip and fold, but it's not. So, let me keep that.
Flip, fold.
Flip, sew and flip, sew and flip and iron, sew and flip and iron. I love, to me it just makes it look so nice that, it's sticking to it. There we go. And then, so I'm going to do this. I'll pause the video, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to get the edges, and then we will go from there. Whoever gets this journal, just so you know, it kind of looked like I was sewing drunk. I went like wheel all over this one. Just so you know, just as a disclaimer. You know, I was ironing that, and it actually ripped off my stupid sticky crap. So I tried to put more on it. I don't know how well it's going to work, but hey. I will be sewing it anyway. I mean, it's not like a dire thing, you know, but it will be fine. So, really happy with my choices on color. So I won't be embellishing it on this video because I'd have to cut more embellishments because I ruined the ones I had. But I'll probably do another video, or I'll show it to you one or the other. So what was different on this is, let me grab my cutting mat and I can show you. When we were figuring this out and measuring things, for some reason our measuring was off, because we figured we'd have 2.5 inches of leftover stuff. The problem is we didn't figure out that, yeah, it's 7 inches here, so that means you're going to have 1.25 inches here, 1.25 inches here, 1.25 inches here, and that. So that's why. But hey, you know.
Whatever.
So the reason I said that, before I was so rudely interrupted by my lovely wife behind me, was I had planned on something different. So, and I'm okay, like I said, now that I planned on it, I want to do it because I really want to see how it looks. I am going to have to change it a little bit now that I know.
We have had people request longer videos. So.
Yeah, just so you know, this video is long, but it is what it is, and I'm, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. So let me. So I'm actually cutting it to the thickness of the that. So
You don't even know what
my mind, yeah. What I decided on doing was That's not it. That's a piece of a piece. Okay. So, I ironed this, and now, of course, it's been sitting around all curled up. It's huge, guys. It's huge. So, what I'm thinking about doing is, I got sticky crap on the back, so I'm going to iron that. And what we'll do is, I want to make it, so I'm going to fold it like this, and then fold it like this on the outside of the cover. See, guys? Like that. So it has more of, and then I'll sew it that way. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. But to do that, I actually do need to figure out the measurements after I stick it on the sticky crap, because I want it to all be right. I don't want it to. Okay. Yeah, when you get that, sew that sticky crap on and you stitch on it, it perforates it, and then it makes it harder to get your sticky crap backing off. That's okay. Actually, I should use my razor knife, my carving knife. I'm going to carve ink blenders today. So, and then we're going to bring I think I told you, we're going to bring it in after I get my last few done. And then I'm going to sand some, because we've already got orders. And I really would like to get some in the shop before it gets too late. Because, yeah, I mean, Christmas is almost here. And I know a lot of people maybe don't want to ask about them. So if they're not in the shop, they're just going to... yeah. That's kind of what Chelle was thinking. So... But I'm kind of excited about doing it a different way and just seeing how it turns out. I mean, your corners are going to be a little bit different. I don't think it's going to be any great amount. Okay, that helps having a... pulled off the thread that way. I don't want to accidentally do it the other way. Of course, it doesn't matter now that it's been ironed, because your threads are glued down no matter what. I mean, it's not gonna stick. So you don't not stick. I mean, so we're cutting that, and then I don't know what this has on it. That would be. See, this part didn't stick very good, so that's okay. It will. Oh, by the way, I found my cat. It was on the floor. It was kind of underneath the tripod, and I didn't see it, so we just didn't hear it hit. Okay. Some days, guys, some days. Let me iron this one time. I'm kind of ironing it real quick. It's actually pretty good. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the dimension, but I want to make sure I have plenty, so I'm just going to do it like that. And bend it over. There we go. Get to ironing. And I want to iron it all the way to the edges, because I'm not going to be taking them off to
what are you doing? Fold
it over or anything. So little Wilbur's under the weather. We'll start giving him. Him and sister are laying together on the couch. He just has days like that where he doesn't feel super good, you know. So, but he's okay. Give him a moxicillin and everything. Such a sweetheart. I sure love that old Wilberdine. He's been sick last 2 days?
Yeah.
Last 2 days, and been wanting his daddy. So he comes and he climbs up in my arm, and then he lays his head on my shoulder and falls asleep. And so it's really very, very sweet that he does.
Today he's been wanting mama.
Yeah, he wanted mama today. Okay. Now, let me see. So now we got to figure this out. I may have to ask my lovely wife what to do. There's a little spot there. You know, I saw some, I don't know what that is, but I can move it. Chloe's yelling because she wants out, but she's picking on Artie, so we've been kind of just not getting her. So what do you think, babe? How much on the edge? Sorry, guys, didn't mean to hit you there. The edging. We gotta figure out how wide we want it. So we fold it over. I mean, oh, see how you are.
Oh, you messed me up.
How did I mess you up?
You did, because I was...
That's an excuse.
so I just have to...
So an inch, I'm going to do 1.5 inches. I think I can make that work to where it will look. I want it all to be the same, of course. Like I said, this is a little different than what I normally do, so I think that would be probably too much actually, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not set to any measurement until I start to really glue it down, so really it doesn't matter until that point. Yeah, I did cut my pieces bigger. You did notice that, I'm sure. I'm going to use, what I have scraps for, the scraps will be used in the quilt, so they're not going in the trash. Unless they're small, then I don't worry about it. Well, if I cut them a little bit bigger, a square here and a square there will be perfect for the quilt. So that was my plan. Just have some of that sticky crap on it. Sounds like Bitty Bear is yelling. But oh, might be Sophia. So, okay. Hard for me to work with my mat this way. I have my Honey Bunny's Art glitter glue right here. So, it works better, I think, on the edges just because it dries quicker. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to do, so it is Sophia. So,
Sophia, what's wrong, baby?
Who knows with Sophia? I really do want a very crisp edge on it.
Okay.
So let me
What's wrong, baby?
What's wrong, Butterball? Don't know. Sophia got her name, but she looked like a stuffed turkey.
And I named her
And so we looked, she said like Butterball, and I said, yeah, that's it. And that's what her name is. So, well, not her name, but her nickname. So if you hear me call her, hey, Butterball, that would be the reason being for that.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's actually going to be just right. I think that is going to look so nice. And it's going to look so finished. So I'm really excited about that. Tell you, she's one of a kind, that Butterball. Oh, man. Keep thinking today's a Saturday, but it's only Friday.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. I know Colorado's supposed to get hit with a storm, lower temperatures, but I really don't think it's going to do much here. I know it was, looks like it's really going to hit in east of Durango, or in Durango, I think it's supposed to hit. So, let me fold this the same way. Because I want it to be. When I get to the corners, then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to fold them. I always want to do a 90, a mitered edge, but I haven't really learned how to do that yet, so I'm okay. One of these days I'm going to learn how to do that, and I think it looks so nice, and I think truthfully it'd probably be beautiful on this one, but right now I think I'm just going to go with the way I'm doing it. So. The wool mat has been a blessing. I know there's been some of people that aren't too fond of it. I've enjoyed it. I don't really do much other things but quilts, so but I'm okay with what I get. So this is the tough part, is the edging. I don't know how I'm going to form that edging once I so that hopefully my honey bunny will help me on that one. That's a second.
Oh, I'm done. What?
Well, hold on. I'm almost done. I need you to help me with the edging. You guys know we work very well together, and we value each other's opinion because we work so well together. You know, we know each other so well. We've been married.
It's annoying.
It is. It's especially when we play games, because I don't know if I'm sure I did, but it was actually shortly, well, probably a few years after we were married. She went to visit Mom, and she sneezed, and she was in Walmart. I sneezed, and she was in Walmart, and in my head I heard "God bless you," and plain as day I heard it. And Mom looked at her and said, "Well, no, I didn't sneeze. No one sneezed." And I asked her that night when I called her, "Did you happen to say anything? Say God bless you?" And she said, "Yeah."
Mom said no.
No.
That was good to me.
Well, I know, but the corners. I need help with the corners.
Okay, you need to plug in your camera. Right here.
Oh, okay.
I think that will do it. It's almost dead.
I wasn't.
It really almost dead.
Well, I'm getting it. I'm going. Hey, down to 17%. Holy. Okay.
Okay, so what I would do for the corners.
Well, I think one thing I need to do is start gluing first.
Well, and you could do it like where you just put the point there.
Okay, I thought of that
And
too.
then it's going to kind of look mitered, you know.
Yeah. I think that looks fine. So,
Kind of mess around with it.
yeah, I like it actually. So let me
I'm putting some more Edith Holden pages in the
store.
Not really.
She's putting more Edith Holden pages in Etsy as we speak, I think. You got him in there yet? No. They're in there right now, she just said. Of course, this isn't today's video. I think this is Saturday's video, so I don't know. Who knows? So she told me, I think he was watching, to go like this and to fold that like that. Probably want it to be about right there. That looks like a straight line. Yes, it does actually. So let me come out here. I'm going to try to make sure I have enough to hold it. Okay, that looks good right there. Honey, what day is this video? Tomorrow?
Yep.
Well, they'll be gone all by Saturday.
No, they won't. There was some in there that just sold, and
Oh, okay.
it was getting low, so I had another
So,
book. I was able
oh,
to-
so,
I doubt they'll be out.
oh, I think
They
that,
might be all sold, you never know.
you never know. I don't think that looks too bad. You are going to see that tip. But you know what? I'm not going to fret about it because, you know,
Not going to fret.
I'm not going to fret about it. I think it'll be fine.
Get out that cheese ball stuff, so you have to make that later.
Of course. I guess this is going to come out for Thanksgiving. She was told not to give us hugs, breathe on us, turn her head when she talks, all that good stuff. Not really, but most of it, yeah.
Well, she's negative right now.
Yeah, she had to take a test. She hasn't been feeling very good, so they're kind of
Super cautious.
cautious right now. So, she has to take a test. So, let's see. Trying to line it up about with that corner of the bend it a little bit more there. There we go. Like so. I really don't like having that extra, but let me think that. There. Should use my clips, really. Probably would be handier. But it's actually not too bad. Yeah, that's the only part I don't like. But I'm okay with it. I think it will be fine, you know. But that glue does dry clear, so definitely want to glue it down, because the fact that when you're sewing it, if you're not careful, you will get a little bit of a crease in it when you're sewing it, so I think it's going to look okay. Yeah, I've never done any minor corners. I've been really wanting to. I've seen it in magazines and stuff, but I've just never done it. But I'm, you know, like I said, you are going to see this a little bit more than you. That nipple, the tip of the point is visible. That's kind of the only thing that I'm not super fond of, but you know, it's okay, I think so. Fold in. There we go. Put a little bit of. Uh-oh. There would be Pardner. He just came out from the TV. Hi, Pard. He hasn't had his much loving today. Or yesterday, because I was outside, I think, for 4 hours yesterday or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the day before was the same. I was out there for a very, very long time, so that's one reason why I'm hurting so much, but I had to get stuff done, and I just, yeah. Because like I said, guys, this is what I'm, you know, trying to make this our work, you know. Gotta do something, and I'm not getting any better, so I'm only getting worse, so I've got to have something besides that I can do here at the house, and, you know, that I can count on being able to bring in at least somewhat of an income. So I've got to bust my butt to do things. So I've always had a really hard, strong work ethic. And so I really, but I have learned, I was talking to Gwendolyn about, you know, I've finally been able to say no to people. And I tell you, for me, that is like jumping the Grand Canyon of accomplishments. So, because when you been around as long as I have, everyone depends on you, and there's not anyone else, and so that was one of my biggest things. So I don't know, me try to glue it down a little bit more. I don't want any. I'm gonna try doing this freehand, and you know what, guys, let me find my cap first and foremost. I'm going to do something different today. Today's a day of different things. I'm taking my thread off.
No way.
Yeah, way. Can you believe I did that? I'm so excited.
Changing the color.
Yes, I am changing the color.
You gonna do that come back?
No, it only takes me a second.
Oh, you're not gonna do it underneath.
Oh, yeah. I'm just getting my color.
You already had your bobbins done.
Oh, I got everything done. I think this color, guys. Yep, that's the only color I got. Yep, that I think would work. Let me take my white. I really need to have, put that on that too. I don't need this. Okay. No, it only take me a second, guys. There ain't no sense of pausing the video for that. And actually, let me turn down my... Holy smokes! There probably wouldn't have been enough to even go around anyway. Huh?
Oh, and you would have been so mad.
Yeah, it's seriously, there's not enough. So this is what these look like. And you put the bobbin on first. Like so. And then you take your... Oh, that's going to be such a neat color right there too. So, and then it has this thing that goes around your thread to keep it on your spool. I've seen these in magazines. You know, I get quilt magazines and stuff. And I really was really fascinated, and I thought, well, I looked up actually clips, you know, because since Chelle's going to have, she needs them too, and since she's going to be out in the shed, I really wanted to have extra clips because, you know, I will be sewing in the shed too, but I'm also going to be sewing in here, so I wanted to get extra clips. So when I did that, these came up as another option, or whatever you call it, and oh, those are so cool. I've been wanting those. I only sew really with cotton thread. Since I quilt, I always use cotton thread for quilting. So, and I've actually tried that other kind, the poly or whatever it's called. And for some reason, my sewing machine doesn't really seem to do well on it. I was going to say you seem to care for it, but you know, that would be kind of nutsy saying that about a sewing machine. Okay. That's easy enough. That's one thing I love about my sewing machine. It really is so easy to thread. Even with my eyes, I can thread the needle fairly well. So, since I really ought to show you this. So, let me. Oh, and that's why I closed my tea today. Let's see here. Wow, let me get my needle up. It's a little. I am going to freehand this, especially since I've got the color in there. Okay, let's. I think once I sew it, truthfully, I think I'll be a little bit happier with the corners because, you know, it's going to be tacked down really well, and I think it just will bring it all together. So, I'm trying to make sure I... Oh yeah, that looks so much better. It really does. I really like that. And I could have probably marked it with my erasable pen, the very edge of it, or whatever, just to keep it. Like I said, I'm not this straight of sewer, so I think it's funny that I have comments. I wish I had Clint's skill with sewing. I'm thinking, oh my God, are you kidding me? What skill?
Well, and that sewing machine is so different.
Yeah, this one is not an easy sewing machine to sew with. Don't get me wrong, I love my Singer, and I would not trade this for the world. But it is it's very hard to sew on you only have one hand and to maneuver your fabric, so it is a lot harder to sew on, but that's what I like about it, is doing it the old way. Still got to carve the handle for my white sewing machine. I do have the handle ready. I actually started to work on it, but I need to drill a hole in it. I've got the bolt and everything to go in the hole, but I will do that. I tell you, honey, I'm really happy with the way I did this.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Like the corners.
I wasn't 100% sure about the corners.
So you like it?
For the most part, yeah, I'll show them to you. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. They have that nipple part on the tip of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what else to call it. So, and I'm not 100% sold on that. But otherwise, I think it's really a nice. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a crease right there. I was trying to get it out, but I think I've already went past it. So I know I have a really bad one right there. So let me see if I can stretch these out a little bit. If I can get it by, I would not. I'm not too worried about it. Go ahead and backstitch. I really don't need to. Like I said, when you use the sticky crap, it really sets your stitches out, so you really don't have to use a backstitch. But since I was there, I thought I probably would. Okay. Oh, I got part of it tangled up in there. There we go. Here you go, honey. Tell me what you think.
Oh, that's kind of interesting, though. I kind of like that.
I think it looks okay.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, I was thinking I could put
I
leaves.
really like that.
I might put leaves in the corners.
Yeah, you could do that.
So, you know, I don't even know where her bag of leaves are.
Go ahead and end this one.
Yeah, but I was thinking, you know, I could put a leaf here in the corners, you know. But, so this is what it looks like. There's the corner I was talking about. You know, I like this part. This part I'm not 100% sold on, but, you know, we can change that. I'm not too worried about it. So, that is what it's going to look like for now. We'll embellish it. I think it's really nice, and that color is great with the leaves. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, guys, we're going to end this. I know it was a long video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, and please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for visiting, and tut zines, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.